In this episode of Fly Brother, we get down in the Big D, Delhi, India. We start off with a sticky wicket as I learned to play cricket in the park with my buddy filmmaker Tejpol Singh. Then we ride the Ricks before I connect with my girl Eesha Singh, tour guide deluxe, for a little history and a lot of industry in Nizamuddin Basti, with a few delectables along the way. It's delightful, it's delicious, it's delovely. It's Delhi. Let's get fly.
I'm Ernest White II, storyteller, explorer.
Don't try this at home.
I believe in connecting across backgrounds and boundaries.
Join me and my friends.
Just like home.
And discover that no matter the background, no matter the history, the whole world is our tribe.
This is fun!
Come with me.
See how my friends do?
Fly Brother.
Major funding for this program is provided by
Yes, it's crowded, chaotic, and a little overwhelming at first. But underneath its sprawl, Delhi runs deep in urban delights. This city fires all your senses with a blast of modern energy and ancient history in a culture shaped by Hindu, Muslim, British, and countless other traditions. Its three main districts are filled with majestic monuments, incredible street food, hopping nightlife, and a new generation of artists and activists who are making their mark and making change. Exploring this town means walking in the footsteps of powerful emperors and devout Sufi pilgrims, and discovering refugee communities putting their own stamp on their new home. Everything here throbs to the beat of more than 12 million people, but I'm going to ease my way in with just one. My good friend and fellow producer, Tejpol Singh. People have been playing cricket in India since 1721, and depending on whom you ask, it's either a sport or a religion.
Everybody in India loves cricket. Let me take to you the field and we will experience it.
Millions of fans can't be wrong, so I'm going to start with the basics.
So I tell you, the rules are pretty simple and complicated at the same time.
Okay.
This is the pitch, and there'll be wickets on two sides, so we can have 3 wickets at the time. And you're standing here. I will throw the ball to you, and you will have to hit it very properly. Not in that way. Keep your bat in this way, in this position. Look at.
You're stepping on my joke.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Do the golf swing.
So sorry. Normally, balls come at the speed of 80 km per hour.
That's very fast.
Yes, in international cricket, I guess 160, 140, this is normal speed to them.
Okay, in bunny slope cricket?
Uh,
Baby cricket?
in baby cricket, they'll put like this, shoo shoo.
That's a weird, that's shoo shoo.
Ah, no, 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 no. But it's a different sport. That's not baseball. You have to take your bat and you have to run. You don't have to throw your bat, then you are out.
Go get it.
Go. No, I'm not doing that. No, not at all. So You have to take your bat and run. Yes, yes, yes. It's done. Till here, till here. This was your cricket. You have to practice more.
Okay.
Come on, man. I know it's a backup. Ooh.
Now, Tejpol, you're not from Delhi,
Yes,
but
I'm not from
you live here.
Yes.
You love here.
Yes,
Why
I love
is that?
Dil is heart.
Dil means heart in
Yes,
Hindi.
in Hindi, yes. Dil, Delhi.
The heart of the country.
Yes, it's the heart of the country and the political hub of the country. And the vibe and the people. It have a long, big story. So, I come from Calcutta. It was also a very big place. It was basically the first capital of India in British Raj. Then afterwards it was Shimla, then Delhi. But Delhi, you have this vibe. It's a different. I love Calcutta, but Delhi has a different vibe. So we have extreme weathers here. Winters are awesome. You can go out, eat street food like tandoor and everything, and they're like full of our dish, jalebi and all that. So you enjoy Delhi in winters, even in summers. They are different. So we see this lush green cricket ground over here, and it's monsoon, so it's green right now in Delhi. Delhi's green. I guess most green city in India, but there are some issues, but it has the most green part. That's why I chose Delhi.
In northern India, not far from the Himalayas, Delhi sits at a prime location on the Yamuna River, close to the historic Silk Road. That made it a prize for wave after wave of invaders, from Afghan warriors to Hindu kings to Muslim sultans. Over thousands of years, they built and rebuilt the city at least 7 times, and the Mughal dynasty put a lasting stamp on its architecture with the Red Fort and Humayun's tomb, the inspiration for the Taj Mahal. Old and new still live side by side here, from a legendary spice market to a hip contemporary art scene, and you can explore it all from a rickshaw or the world-class metro system. And when you need a break, you can chill out in one of Delhi's 17 city forests. Metro Delhi has a population of almost 33 million people, which means that everyday traffic can seem like LA rush hour on steroids. So when I need to get around, I go with the pros.
There's over 95,000 auto rickshaws in Delhi, and I can't think of a better way to get around town. Woo. This is fun!
Delhi's India Gate is a memorial to the thousands of Indian soldiers who lost their lives fighting for the British Army in World War I. But it's also a gathering spot for families, tourists, and people watching. Humayun ruled as the second Mughal emperor in the 16th century, and when he died, his widow had Persian and Indian craftsmen build him a mausoleum grander than any tomb in the Islamic world. My friend and tour guide Eesha Singh brought me here not just to gaze at this incredible monument, but to understand the stories it tells about the life and times of the man who rests here.
This is incredible. Wow. Eesha, thank you for bringing me here.
This was built somewhere between 1569 to 1570, and in some sense this is also a tomb of love. You know, a wife took charge of this for her husband to keep in account how much Humayun liked these ideas of geometry and learning, and so you can see some of those motifs in the architecture.
Ah, yes.
So there are like 8 ancillary chambers on the outside, and then there's a central dome inside. And the 8 ancillary chambers were supposed to depict almost like an Islamic cosmology for someone who's passing. Yeah.
The perfection of
Correct.
mathematics as
Correct.
heaven.
Correct.
I love it.
You know, to me, I think this whole idea of like this very like starry nights, like floor, is again like an example of like showing love to the one who's departed, because he was obsessed with planets and planetary arrangements. There was this kind of like love for knowledge, and I feel like that's been kind of taken into account in the way that this space has been designed for. Yeah.
So why do you think it's one of my favorite places in Delhi? What do you think?
Gosh, it's surprising and it's very beautiful.
Right?
I don't know why it's surprising in the sense that Delhi is full of beautiful things.
Yes.
But it's still, I think, because I've never seen photos of it, I just didn't know what to expect when you said we're going to go see a tomb.
No, I love it.
In some sense, this is a blueprint of what the large-scale tombs happen to be in the, you know, in the Mughal era, right? And this is based on the concept of Char Bagh, which is a massive garden, is divided into 4 quadrants, and in that center, the tomb is seated. And this also idea that like there are 4 rivers in heaven.
Yes, 4
according-
rivers in heaven.
Yeah,
Okay.
according to Quran, and they meet at like a particular spring point. And so the idea was to do this very paradise-like visual taken from the Quran to design someone's resting place.
If there's one more thing Humayun's tomb is known for, it's school field trips. Humayun also lent his name to the village of Humayunpur, a South Delhi neighborhood that's become a hotspot for great food. In the last few years, young immigrant entrepreneurs have opened dozens of restaurants, and now the streets where water buffalo used to roam are lined with menus for Chinese, Korean, Nepalese, Burmese, and Northeast Indian cuisine. Let's eat.
This is the amazing mohinga dry, also the national dish of Burma. It will remind you of ramen. And this is tea leaf salad. So Burma is, I think, one of the very, very few countries where tea is eaten and
Sure.
it's not consumed as a beverage.
Yes.
Very, very unique. Got a lot of sesame, as you can see, tomato, peanuts, some shredded cabbage as well. But the hero ingredient is the tea leaf. Burma borrows from all its neighbors,
Sure.
Thailand, Bangladesh, India. But in some sense, when you will eat it, like it's just a unique cuisine in its own. Yeah. And this is, of course, I mean, I feel like you tell me what it reminds you of.
So what's in it?
Lots of great things. There is shredded cabbage, there are rice noodles. It's in a lovely broth which has a distinct like chickpea flavor. There's dry garlic. There's fried onion.
Now, does this get poured over this?
Yes, yes. That's how I like it. So should I do the honors or you?
Please.
Okay, okay.
Ooh.
Good, right?
It looks good.
Yeah.
Let's dig in.
Can't wait.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Well, I'm going for these.
Oh, my chopstick game is very poor, much to the embarrassment of my husband and my family. And this is what I'm doing.
Okay. Well, that's fair and valid.
Thank you, thank you. What do you think?
It's got nice spice to it.
Yeah.
I would say this is probably the spiciest salad I've ever eaten in my entire life.
I bet, yeah. Yeah, I believe you. It's spicy for me too.
Yeah. It's good though.
I'm always up for a tasty way to share cultures, so next up is Delhi's favorite snack, by way of Tibet.
So this is the most omnipresent snack you'll find in Delhi.
Dumplings.
Yes, momos.
Oh.
Yeah,
what-
momos.
Momos.
Yeah.
I love it.
These are momos.
What's in a momo?
This is a chicken steamed momo. This is a Tibetan snack. This is also a food dish that is the story of Tibetans like integrating into Delhi, rebuilding their lives, not just Delhi in India, rebuilding their lives with this snack, with their hardiness, their entrepreneurship skills. So this is that snack that has really taken over the country, but definitely the city. We're all obsessed with our momos. We all have a favorite momo place.
Okay.
This is mine. It's just who we are. Like we like our momos a lot. Yeah. But I thought we'll add to the mix. So this is the other snack. It's called a laughing.
Laughing.
A laughing, like a laughing. Like ha ha. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And how we both did a fake laugh.
Yeah. I'm learning from you how to do this TV stuff. Think of it as a Tibetan pasta.
Tibetan pasta.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Momos and the laughing.
Yeah, yeah.
What is this?
Oh, so this is a momo chutney. I don't recommend that you have it.
But it's glowing at me. It's enticing me.
Yeah, I can see, and you could try it, but it's going to be a bit of like a man versus food section of the show for you. But I feel like people love their momo chutneys as well. But this I'm pretty sure you're going to love. Because
Okay.
I have a feeling you're going to be like, if this is what Delhi people love so much, like I'm happy to move. Yeah, I know you're going to love it.
Eesha, what I'm gonna say is that it's delicious.
Oh wow, okay. It's delicious. Yeah, nicely done. Nicely done.
Hey! Let's do it.
Yeah.
So, Eesha, I've never had Tibetan food before.
Really? Wow.
Yes. Is there a reason why it's such a popular kind of cuisine, at least when it comes to momos here in Delhi?
And it's so, what you say is making me think of something so interesting because there's so many foods that you can try in Delhi that are actually maybe not possible to be eaten elsewhere because those countries are going through some kind of like refugee or humanitarian crisis. I feel like Delhi has always been a melting pot of cultures, like historically. It's not been built by some original Delhi community. Everybody who's built the city and moved on has been an outsider. Modern Delhi as well, as we speak right now. So much of Delhi that we know today around us got built because refugees had to like rehabilitate their lives and start their lives. So in that sense, this is who we are. We're all just I guess like people, just so many communities like coexisting and calling Delhi home, and I think it's incredible.
We haven't said goodbye to Humayun yet, because an initiative to preserve his tomb is also strengthening the Nizamuddin Basti community in a beautiful way by reviving traditional arts and crafts to give women economic opportunity. Well, Eesha, I'm here at this workshop.
Yes.
I see these ladies doing expert, precise,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
incredible artwork.
This is really hard, difficult stuff. Yeah.
I see.
I signed you up for tough things. Yeah.
With my third grade cutting skills. What is happening?
I think what we want to do when we get people on holidays is give them access to glimpses of like life as it is.
Sure.
And in that aspect, I think Nizamuddin Renewal Urban Initiative, in addition to restoring the beautiful monument that we just saw, Humayun's tomb, was also to preserve the heritage, the living heritage of the area, centuries of crafts and art and food, and in that they've done this wonderful thing of setting up centers that are run by women, and that gives them a lot of agency, that gives them access to financial literacy, independence, They are shareholders. All of these amazing women are shareholders, and you can see the beautiful crafts that are here, right? So
They are gorgeous.
What they're doing right now is called Sanji.
Sanji.
Yes, correct. And Ernest, if you remember, you must have seen some of those motifs
Yes.
at Humayun's tomb,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
So let's get you started on the workshop. Okay, so this is your greeting card. You're gonna convert this into something like this.
You think?
I think so. Yeah, I think you'll do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is a paper cutting art. So like how she's doing.
Sanji.
Yeah.
Sanji.
She's gonna do a little bit of like give you a guidance about like where you're supposed to cut, and you're supposed to cut on those lines. And think of this as like something akin to a postcard
Sure.
on your other travels, right? So we'll give you like a blank sheet of paper. Write a note to a loved one about how you're feeling about your day
Okay.
after you've completed this. And this
Okay.
is a greeting card from us to
All
your
right.
loved one.
Okay.
Enjoy
Let's do
this
it.
very relaxing workshop. And if you
Oh.
have any questions that come to your mind, please ask me and I'll help facilitate that conversation.
But what if I cut too much?
It's okay. It's your postcard. It's your baby. You have to live with it.
You have to live with
Yeah, your
it.
teacher's strict.
But you have no idea how much of a perfectionist I am.
Okay.
So the
That's
fact
fine.
that there's still some white showing.
Oh, yeah. This is the day that you believe in progress over perfection.
Yes. Progress over perfection. See? I'm doing it. So tell me more about how the women choose to come here and work
Yeah.
and what's so special
Best
about
to
it.
ask the women themselves. Anisa Baji वो पूछ रहे हैं कि आपने कैसे सोचा? The Aga Khan Foundation, with their initiative to restore the neighborhood, was primarily focused on education and encouraging education among the residents. And they associated, I mean, the best thing for them to do that was to collaborate as much with the residents. And later, they decided to start doing this kind of craft work that a lot of women could, like, get aligned with and look at another employment opportunity accordingly. And then she joined them with this bit.
And so then when visitors like me come to experience the beauty of the place and also kind of have a connection with the community,
Yeah.
what is one thing that Miss Anisha wants me and others like me to take home with us?
यहाँ के बारे में. One is, of course, they help in restoring the art form. It's otherwise just going to keep disappearing. So the more funds that are added, so each time, like when tourists come, like there is a per person craft workshop fees attached to it, which helps them. The promotion of art forms, travels across the world. When you spend time with them, then even in hard times like COVID, tourists went ahead and like made some donations. And a larger thought was also about the fact that, like, I think it's also like pushing heritage beyond just monuments.
All of us are just watching you, Ernest.
I know.
Just watching you, no pressure.
No pressure.
You know, it's funny. I've noticed that I've barely even breathing. I'm serious. I've been holding my breath as I'm doing this. And now for the unveiling.
Can't wait.
Ta-da!
That is really good. Yeah, really nice.
Oh,
Yeah, that's incredible. That's really nicely
my
done.
they just make me feel like
Oh, that is incredible.
kindergartner.
What do you think? Okay. Okay, so now this your greeting card's complete.
Okay.
I think you should write a message for a special someone.
A message for a special someone.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
So who is this for? Okay. And like the front.
Okay. This is going on the refrigerator.
That's really nice.
Aw, thank
Very
you.
nice.
Thank you, ladies. This training program is called Insha Nur, which means the creation of light. By nurturing their talents and supporting their ambitions, it's giving these women the light of dignity and empowerment. You can find that light just about anywhere in Delhi, if you look with an open heart. And once you've opened your heart to the light of Delhi, you gotta dance.
Nice.
I don't want to use that word. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4.
I love it.
Major funding for this program is provided by To join the Fly Brother travel community or to order your own copy of this episode, visit flybrother.com.